Good day, lovelies. Hike with me. Got a little snow going on this morning. Just a little bit. We haven't seen snow here in Missoula, Montana for quite a bit. I guess we shouldn't be surprised in February. But I have been in the energy of just being okay with spring coming along. But what will be, will be. It is, as my dad says, it is what it is. I just returned from California. Had an adventure weekend. I met my brother and my son in Long Beach, and we went to an Abraham Hicks workshop. Woo! How exciting. What a full circle. And yet the circle just keeps expanding. Way back in the day of my dark night of the soul, 2012, 2013, and years after that, that's when I first discovered Abraham Hicks. And Abraham is it's a higher dimensional energy channeled by Esther Hicks, and it's been such a wonderful teacher for me over the years. And when I first came upon it, I was like, what? I mean, this is the kind of the original teachings of that I am creating my reality. That what I think matters, that how I feel matters. And it's all me. I'm responsible for my world. Back then, that was disturbing to hear. What do you mean I'm responsible for that? For the, quote, bad things that happened to me. And it's been years and years of wrapping my head around this and my own inner work and my exposure to beautiful teachings like that have slowly helped me unwind the human conditioning and victim mentality that I had wrapped myself in. And I went through shitty stuff. So I'm not saying looking at it with a face of, well, that was awesome. Because it wasn't. It was really freaking hard. And all of us have been through freaking hard stuff. And maybe continue to feel like we're going through freaking hard stuff. At the core of the Abraham teachings is the phrase, joy is the key. That we have this emotional guidance scale that helps us understand if we are out of alignment with our inner being. Our inner being, our source that only loves us, that sees us as perfect. If we're not feeling that joy, we're not going to feel joy all the time, of course, in this 3D world, because this is a world of contrast. But if we're not, we need to figure out what are we feeling? What is the emotion I am in? What is the reason for that? We don't want to be captured by our emotions, held hostage by our emotions. That was the state I was in. I was held hostage, or felt I was, but I was allowing that to happen. And when I started to take steps that allowed me to transcend those emotions into something more powerful, the emotions, good morning, the emotions became fuel for changing myself, changing how I view the world, changing how I view my power. Joy is the key. The more you can be in a state of joy, do things to experience joy, that's the highest on the emotional scale. When we're in a state of joy, or close to it, then we're in a place where we're at a high vibration. And the things that we want to manifest in our lives generally are things that make us feel good, where we feel joy, when we're in a beautiful relationship, when we're contributing to the world in a meaningful way, when we wake up with purpose and love and excitement. So that's a vibrational match. When you feel joy, when you practice joy, you're a vibrational match to the joyful things you want to experience in your life. And that's what we would call, when I was going to say the work. But when I was a director with Missoula Children's Theater, we'd always tell the kids, because we would put on plays with the kids, and we would say, we're doing a play. We're not doing a work. We're not doing a Shakespearean work. We're doing a play. This should be fun. Let's make this fun. The joy is in the journey. And any journey that we want to be joyful, shift your idea of, I gotta do the work of joy, to I've gotta do the play. Let's play. Let's have more fun. Let's figure out what gives us joy, how to practice joy, how to see joy. When you do that, this goes back to the video I did a couple weeks ago of self-care being the biggest act of rebellion. Because it's in the self-care that you can feel joy. Doing these hikes gives me joy. Talking to you gives me joy. Taking care of myself with healthy food gives me joy. Being in the sun, oh, that was so lovely in California. Being in the sun and warmth, oh. Living in a real way. We're in a time now where we have so much choice in deciding where we put our focus. And there is a lot of opportunity to put our focus on things that are the opposite of joy. And Abraham would say, well, people say, it's real. I need to be aware. I need to prepare. I need to see what's going on in the world. Do you really? Does any of that preparation, that focus, where does it put you on the emotional scale? You can have awareness and not let it be your focus. That's happening. That's happening in the world. It's still not my world. It's still not what's in front of me. It's still not what I interact with each day. If it's on a screen, like me, I'm on a screen if you don't see me in real life. If I'm not contributing in a way that is joyful or helpful or paradigm shifting. If I'm not contributing in a positive way, you're probably going to tune me out. Why not do that with things that seem much more heavy and dark? You know, and Abraham addressed the whole Epstein issue. Somebody asked about that. And what they talked about is empowering. We're not here to see people as victims. We're not here to see ourselves as victims. We're here to empower each other. I can share ideas with you, with my clients in therapy and coaching, ideas of what may be helpful. And I can share with you that I know you can do it. I want to empower. But ultimately, it is up to you. You are in charge of your emotional guidance system. You are in charge of your actions. You are in charge of where you put your focus. What you focus on expands. What do you want to expand in your life? I want to expand joy. I want to expand feeling strong, light, and inspired. Beautiful. My brother's YouTube channel, Choose to See Beauty, we talked a lot about, he and I over the weekend, about where we put our focus. And that's a guiding post for us, is we feel more powerful contributing beauty in the world, seeing beauty, saying beauty, speaking beauty, than we do pointing out everything that's wrong. I mean, we're human, we do that. But it sure doesn't help the emotional guidance system. When you're in a place of feeling more joyful, more strong, light, inspired, you're in a place to contribute to your world and the world. And all it is your world. in a much more powerful, meaningful, beautiful, joyful way. That key is inside of you. It's an inside job. As within, so without. You hold that key to joy. What are you going to unlock today? It's a new day. It is just beginning, lovelies. It is just beginning. Choose to see joy. Choose to be joy. Add beauty. All right, lovelies. Nourish yourselves today with love, light, plants, and of course, joy. Be well.